I'm here backstage at PowerGen with Todd after your excellent keynote. Now, you covered a multitude of topics there this morning, some great food for thought. Two things popped out to me. You mentioned the scissors economy, and if you're a middleman, don't get stuck in the middle. What's your guidance for energy companies about don't be in the middle?
Well, look, we're all middle people in some way, and that's not a death sentence. Amazon is now among the most powerful companies in the world, and they are directly in the middle. It's just that they've been stealing market share from just about every other middle player, and they've been doing it through greater efficiency and extraordinary innovation. So utilities and others that find themselves in the middle, it's not that they shouldn't be in the middle, it's that they should be there more firmly but more nimbly at the same time, and demonstrating their value, and demonstrating, for instance, why users should be purchasing directly from them as opposed to trying to bypass them. And the answer to that question may have to do with more flexibility or more reliability. But they've got to make it clear what it is they're doing such that they deserve a piece of the action in the middle.
You also mentioned, if I may just to follow on, you mentioned about the what consumers are consuming and buying, certainly here in the US, is changing. So that there's less of the cars and the big ticket items, it's more of the consumables and experiences. Do you think people see energy as, I wouldn't say an experience, but is it just something I need, or is it becoming more differentiable?
Well, I think they see that as something they need in order to pursue other things, and whether that's playing video games, which
watching the Super Bowl, whatever.
Right, and let's we can joke about video games, but video games are essentially taking over the world. Sony is going to be releasing the new Spider-Man movie. And it will be a blockbuster, but it will do half as much business as the Spider-Man video game. When you look at electric cars and Teslas and the like, the question of the electricity is important, and I think for many millennials who are concerned about the environment, there is the question, okay, where is the electricity coming from? I feel good about buying my electric car, but I want to feel as if it's being charged with power that has come from a renewable resource. So, these are the sorts of issues that make things a little bit more complicated than merely plugging something into the wall.
No, agreed. I was at a conference in Europe some weeks back, and somebody was making the point that, hey, all of you who are out playing Fortnite, where does your electricity come to enjoy that experience? And he was using that angle that energy is a fundamental building block.
Absolutely.
Now, the other thing you had a unique take on, in this industry, there is a aging workforce and a huge amount of experience in the existing workforce. But everybody's looking for the new skills and attracting the new talent, and not just competing amongst themselves, but competing against the industry. So it's all about education and STEM. You had a unique point on how it's up to everybody to help with educating the next generation.
It is up to everybody. We can't expect teachers to either have the total mastery of skills and especially the practical application. Yeah, it's one thing to be a skillful chemistry teacher or calculus teacher in a school, but it's unlikely that teacher will have had the experience in industry so that the students can figure out, okay, if I learn this and if I get A's, what can I do with it?
Right.
And that's where people in industry need to be involved, and they need to mentor, and they need to volunteer, and this should begin very early, whether it's when the children are 6 or when they're 16 or 26. And I think to have so much knowledge and so much experience that is idle when it can be used to educate children is a missed opportunity.
No, and if I may, your call to action to the keynote attendees this morning was that, don't wait for the official program to be organized by the governor or by somebody. Walk into the school, the kid's school, knock on the door of the teacher and go, how can I help? Just do it.
That's right. I've gotten deeply involved in math education and developed iPad apps and a special matrix that we've patented. And it started because I knocked on the 3rd grade teacher of one of my kids, and I said, hey, can I correct some papers so that you can spend more time with the students that needed extra help?
Right.
Now, I wasn't a professional 3rd grade teacher, so I didn't feel as if I would be as good as the teacher at sitting down with them, but if I could free up some of her time, that was the contribution that I could make.
Wow, thank you very much. Hey, I wish you well. Thank you.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you.